Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Astros, and I'm here to talk about Game 157 of the regular season, where the Astros win 4-3 in walk-off fashion against the Tampa Bay Rays. And ladies and gentlemen, we're down to one. A fantastic come-from-behind victory for the Houston Astros in a game that we completely stole from the Tampa Bay Rays, that they led for a very long while and then took the lead in the ninth inning. But some clutch, literally the smallest ball you could play in the ninth inning, and just some good luck led to the Astros now making the magic number 1 game to win the AL West. So right away, the Tampa Bay Rays get on the board first. Yandy Diaz homers to make it a 2-0 ball game before there's an out in the game. And at that moment, you start to get a little bit panicked that maybe Jose Urquidy isn't up to snuff tonight, and maybe it's going to be a rough evening for the Astros. But that's where the bleeding would stop for basically till the last inning. The Astros were shut down from there on out. It was great, right? They were incredible for a very, very long while. In the 6th, Bregman got the Astros on the board with a home run, solo shot, made it a 2-1 game. And in the 8th, Jose Altuve, his 31st of the year, tying his career high homers into the Crawford boxes to make it a 2-2 ball game. And at that moment, you're pretty happy. You're thinking, all right, we're in business. Here we go. We're set. And oh look, it's noted Astros killer Randy Ortozarena, because it's always Randy Ortozarena, the man who completely punked and bullied us last year in the ALCS, punks and bullies us here in the ninth inning. Homers to make it a 3-2 ball game and seemingly put the Astros out of the game, right? At that moment, we kind of all were like, we're going to lose another game? We're going to keep playing this? We're going to keep playing this game? Is that what we're going to do, Astros? We're going to keep playing this game? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this game. So the Astros portion of the ninth inning comes up, and the Astros got kind of lucky a lot. For starters, Yordan Alvarez singles to lead off. A chopped single to Brandon Lowe, but he beats out the throw. Yordan, not the fastest guy, but is adequate when he needs to be, and this is one of those adequate when he needed to be moments. He was able to beat it out. You get the leadoff single. Now, naturally, you might not want to have Yordan Alvarez run because his knees have already had surgery on both of them, and also it's the very end of the season, and you would like to have your best hitter healthy going into the playoffs. So that also facilitates the fact that just he's not the fastest runner, easily facilitates a very fast runner, Jose Siri, coming into the game to pinch run for him. And Siri is just such an exciting player to watch. He is so happy, and his pure joy for the game of baseball is just infectious with, I mean, I'm not on the team or even there, but I feel it at home. Like, he is just such a happy player when he's on the field. It's awesome. Then Carlos Correa grounds one to Brandon Lowe, and he gets it and tries to flip to Wander Franco. Couldn't think of it there. I completely skipped my mind. And he gets a throw over to G-Man Choi, but it's just a hair late. Correa beats it out by no more than a couple of inches, and now you have 2 runners on with no outs, and you start to get a little excited. And Kyle Tucker grounds out, but it's a very effective ground out because it's very much on the first base side, which means both runners get to advance. It wasn't a hard hit ball, but it was hard enough that it wasn't, the catcher couldn't just run out and get it and throw to second. It was a very, very effective ground out. I don't know that it was quite an intentional thing, but it was about as good as you could possibly hope for. Then they intentionally walk Aledmus Diaz to load the bases, which makes sense. Pitching change, and the Astros get back up to work. We have Chas McCormick come in. Chas McCormick, bases loaded, and if you're Chas, you probably were a little bit nervous that you were going to get hit in the face because of the last time he was up with the bases loaded in an important situation. But he doesn't. He gets to walk to first base without getting hit. He draws a walk, and a pretty darn good one. He battled for that walk, and it was great. Ties the game at 3. The Astros are cooking with gas, and now you have debatably the best pinch hitter this season come into the game in Jason Castro. And not that a walk-off walk is something sexy and highlight-worthy, but I mean, I'm not going to say no to a walk-off walk. I'm not going to argue about that. You think I'm going to complain? Nah. We have not won in a hot minute. I am taking this and just being happy. The Astros finally break this little tiny bit of a losing streak. Finally, everyone can stop panicking because the Houston Astros get the win. And now, very important stuff. With this win over the Tampa Bay Rays, the Houston Astros shrink the magic number down to 1. One more any combination of an Astros win or a Mariners loss from this point on, and the Houston Astros, for the 5th consecutive year, for the 6th year out of the last 7, will head to postseason baseball. We're where we need to be, ladies and gentlemen. We are where we need to be, and it is exciting. Now, this is not exactly a hot take, but I really, truly believe this is going to be the ALCS matchup. The Houston Astros and the Tampa Bay Rays are the best and the second best team in the American League. They are both incredible, and this game quite literally was coming down to the final inches of it. The Correa single that kept it 1 out, or kept it no outs at that point, or infield hit, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, you can watch the replay. It was a matter of inches that he was safe. This series, even more so this year than last year, because the Rays got much better, the Astros got much better. Both teams look magnificent. And I mean, man, if this is the ALCS matchup, we are going to be in for a absolute blood duel of a 7-game series, because I would be absolutely flabbergasted if this is what it comes down to, if it is these two teams in the ALCS, which is what I'm truly thinking at this point. It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun. On to the actual, performances, because I'm talking about tonight's game and not the hypothetical series that might happen in 2 or 3 weeks. The Astros, with runners in scoring position, were kind of funny. 0 for 1. Really, not that many guys reached base. Left 7 men on. Most of the guys we had were reaching first base. Both of the home runs we had were solos. And, I mean, the Rays weren't much better. 0 for 3 with 6 men left on. That's not great for either team. Just kind of low numbers. It really talks about the fact that the pitching for both teams was great tonight. Rays, obviously, holding a team like the Astros to 4 runs is fantastic, and they did a very good job. The Astros pitchers just did a slightly better job. That's not a shot at the Rays, by the way. I have the utmost respect for that franchise. Jose Urquidy looked great. First inning got real dicey, but after that, 5 innings of work, 2 runs given up, only gave up 1 walk and struck out 6. He was fantastic tonight. Yimi Garcia actually looked really, really good. Full inning of work, didn't give up any base runners, didn't give up any runs, got a pair of strikeouts. Blake Taylor looked solid. He gave up a walk, but that was it. Brooks Raley was great. I don't know why we didn't let him pitch a full inning. He went 2/3, got a pair of strikeouts, only gave up 1 walk. He looked really solid. Phil Maton didn't look the best, but, I mean, 1 home run given up, didn't walk anyone, got a pair of strikeouts. He looked like he had decent stuff going tonight, just the home run kind of messed that up for him. But overall, great pitching performance. The offense, while not great, did what they had to do when they had to do it. Bregman with the home run is good to see. He seems to be heating up. Altuve seems to be getting back on a hot streak. Another home run for him. Again, tying his career high at 31, which hopefully he could break it and hit maybe 32 this year. That'd be pretty fun. But, man, oh man, 1 game, and the Astros can clinch the AL West for the 4th season in the past 5, which would be very, very exciting. But their 5th consecutive postseason appearance, which is awesome. I'm currently watching the Mariners game. I'm not going to make another video if we do clinch tonight. I'm just going to put that in tomorrow so I can have a full celebration in said video. Speaking of celebration, we hit 500 subscribers, which is kind of ridiculous. I don't know how that happened, because I am just a weirdo making Astros videos in a garage. But I am just so eternally grateful for that. I mean, I've always talked about it just in general, and I've said this pretty much every time I've hit a milestone, which is time is such a precious concept on this planet, and we have a finite amount of it. And the fact that you guys willingly choose to give me some of your time to watch this and to chat with me back in the comments is just incredibly touching. And I really mean it when I say I appreciate every single one of you guys that watches the videos and all of the regulars who comment all the time. And it's really cool. It also 40,000 views total for the channel, which happened recently, which is just ridiculous. I mean, there's a little community here now, and that's really special to me. and it means the world. So hopefully tomorrow we get to have a nice little celebration for the division, and boy, oh boy, that's going to be fun to do if we do it tomorrow. Hopefully it can be tomorrow. Tomorrow's game, 8:10 Eastern, 7:10 Central. Again, we are going to send Luis Garcia to the mound. He rolls in with a 3.23 ERA. They send Drew Rasmussen to the mound. He rolls in with a 3.04 ERA. He's having a pretty darn good season for Tampa. Since they traded for him earlier in the year, and he's rocking a 2.64 with them. Tampa refuses to make bad acquisitions. That's just, they refuse to do it. Don't. If you are a GM in baseball, don't trade with Tampa. They are going to swindle you. Just do yourself a favor. If you see the area code, just hang up the phone. Don't bother. It's not going to go well for you anyway. I'll be here tomorrow, and hopefully, we're celebrating another division crown. I'm excited. Anyway, that is all I have to say for the evening. If you did enjoy, now we're on the road to 1,000. So if you enjoyed, maybe drop a little subscribe. And I will see you all tomorrow. So thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day. And as always, go Astros.